But go ahead, Mike. Continue.
No, but like I said, with women, they don't like to. You can't just buy them a car and just get it over with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta rev up the engine a little bit. You gotta put some oil in. Gotta put a little gas in it. Gotta make sure it smells good, all that type of stuff. Why am I saying that? Is because I'm not tired of waiting 21 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarters to get things started. Look, bro, like we need to get to it quickly and quick as possible. So my first key the first key today is we got to get Drizzy started early. Got to get him started early, man. What I've seen from him lately is that when he gets involved in the offense early, he's sort of that spark for the Atlanta Falcons. Something that I've noticed. It's not Marcus Mariota, it's not Caleb, it's not Tyler Algier. It's Drake. When Drake gets started early, you can see the energy start to shift and the attitude. Like he plays with a certain swagger. He plays with a certain energy when he's touching the ball. So the Falcons want to kind of get off to a quick and early start, get the fans involved, get the passing game going. They got to get Drake going early, man. The dude is one of those guys who he reminds me of a Roddy White. He reminds me a lot of Roddy White. When Roddy ain't touching the ball, he ain't talking. So I need Drake to get the talking, get the energy, get the players going, the offensive players going, man. And like I said, like Roddy, he loves to talk smack. He loves to get hit. He loves to go at these DB. He loves to go at these linebackers. Get him started early. Get him at least 3 targets in the first quarter. All right. If you can get all 3 in the first drive, fine. But he needs to be targeted early so the Falcons can get off to a fast start. So that's the thing that I've noticed with the Atlanta Falcons. It takes them a little bit of time to kind of get early. And I think if you switch it just a little bit on teams, in particular, the 49ers, because I just don't think they have a very good honestly, I just don't think they have a great secondary. I think we can take advantage of that secondary with Drake. So attack those corner, attack those safeties. They still kind of play a little soft zone. And like I said, I believe that we can take advantage of that. So get Drake the ball early, fast, quick, so we can rely on the running game to close games out. But we got to get off to a quicker start. We got to get off to a faster start. Our offense has been struggling a little bit, getting off to quick and fast starts. But we can start that now. We'll get our 3rd win of the season.
So Chew, got a question for you, man. As Mike said, to utilize Drake London early. Why do you think it's more important to get Drake London started early than Kyle Pitts? If Kyle Pitts is going to be playing in this game.
Well, I think in this last game, due to Kyle Pitts being out of the game, the Bucs kind of took Drake London out of the last game because he was like the number one, usually when Kyle Pitts is out there, he's the number one target as far as in the passing game. So Drake London was that complimentary player. But last week, it kind of was like he had the target on his back. And that's what I thought that Olamide Zaccheaus was going to have a big game. He did end up scoring a touchdown. But in this game, I think the whole Drake London getting him involved early, I think Mike is right when he says that. And you don't have to really scheme up anything for Drake London. If you guys watched Brian Baldinger's breakdown 2 games ago, just throw it to Drake London in the flat. Just let him touch the rock. Both him and Kyle Pitts are playmakers, so they're going to run out the catch. So you don't have to necessarily scheme up if you're Arthur Smith. No great play for Drake London. If in a lot of teams, because we're a run first team, they're going to crowd the box just like the Buccaneers. They were blitzing, they were crowding the box, bringing their safeties down. Throw that ball out there to Drake London in one-on-one coverage, because 9 times out of 10, he's going to make that first corner miss, and he's going to be able to get yards run out the catch. So I really think it's not only for Drake London to get his juices flowing, but also to get Marcus Mariota in a rhythm as far as the passing game. Because we know in this last game, everybody's been focusing on Marcus Mariota and, him not his completion percentage and those things. But I think mainly it's because it was a lot of drop passes. Last week we seen it was a lot of drop passes in crucial situations. So I feel like it's short, quick passes also get your quarterback in the rhythm. If you guys notice with Tom Brady in this last game, all he was doing is dinking and dumping. But once he hit those couple small, short 5-yard routes to Leonard Fournette here and there, then they were able to stretch us out and throw that ball to Evans down the sideline. So you want those safeties and those corners and those linebackers coming up when you're hitting those short passes, and then you'll have the opportunity to go over the top. So I really think, getting Drake, the ball, he's a playmaker. He's just like CP, both Kyle Pitts, CP, and Drake London. Those guys just need the ball in their hands. You don't have to, do nothing miraculous as far as scheming it up, because those guys are playmakers. Once that ball is in their hands, they're going to do something with it, something special with it. So I definitely think we got to get him involved early. And because he's not a player that's really going to talk a whole lot. If you guys notice Drake London, he doesn't do a whole lot of talking. He lets his play do the talking. So get him involved in the game other than just blocking. We know these guys can block because these guys been getting after it as far as blocking, but we want to get these guys involved as far as just letting them touch the ball where they get their juices flowing. So when the fourth quarter rolls around, it's not like they're cold because they haven't seen the ball the whole game. It's just like a shooter. You don't want to get a ball to Steph Curry just in the fourth quarter. You want him shooting that thing all day. So when it comes down to when the game is on the line, he's already warmed up.
Hey man, yeah.
Oh, that's all you have to do is say Steph with me. I'm always.
But always here investigating and shit. But yeah, Drake. Mike had a very interesting comparison. He said Drake is kind of like Roddy in a way. I can definitely see that. He's a little bit, like I said, he's a taller, more athletic version. But to be truthful to you, hell, Drake London reminds me of Kyle Pitts. Both of those guys mirror each other.
More so the temperament, more so the temperament. Yeah. Like I said, Roddy, you get Roddy the ball early, man, it's gonna be a long day for the defense. And that's like you look at Drake, he's so big and so physical. Like DBs already look at him, it's like he's already a big dude. So they're gonna be a little like they do with Mike Evans, they're a little careful about who and what they do to certain wide receivers. You can do that to OC, you can do that to the smaller wide receiver. When you come in there trying to, smack talk Drake is a big dude. You ain't gonna smack. You gonna be careful when you smack talk those, those bigger wide receivers like that. They gonna give you that type of energy, and that's what Drake is at this point, man.
Right.